Thank you very much, Honorable Chair. I appreciate this opportunity. Honorable Chair, I want to appreciate the bill that has been presented in this National Assembly this afternoon by Honorable Chair KJ, a very diligent young man, I dare say. And of course, Honorable Chair, I went to school in Honorable KJ's constituency. And today, Honorable Emilio Odhiambo has recognized and appreciated how well our school is disciplined, performs in a way that is way better than what the Honorable Majority Leader here has made us to believe, that the Alliance High School is the best school in this republic. But for sure, Lenana School really is way better and performs and produces all-round students who are able to deal with the challenges of life in a much more practical manner. And I want to appreciate Honorable KJ for now. He has built Lenana Primary School, and that is also serving the nation in a way that we would not have thought before. Honorable Chair, I want to come to the debate that we have today about the Technopolis Authority Bill that we are now debating. Honorable Chair, as you are well aware, all the way from our primary schools, we are teaching our children on coding. You know, today, almost every other primary school, including public primary schools, we have coding lessons where students are taught on how to do coding right from the time they are young. Honorable Chair, you'll also appreciate that not a long time ago, we did not have smartphones in Kenya, and every other person was just happy to deal with a kabambe, a very small phone that you'd be clicking the buttons. And sometimes they would get rubbed off, and sometimes you'll not even be able to see the alphabets. Honorable Chair, today when you go to up country, you will hear people talk about the touch phones. In my language, they will call it touchy. And older women and old men who are in up country are now able to use the touch phone, and they're able to use the smartphones in a way that you would not have thought before. And they're able to communicate, they're able to write messages, and many of them, you will also find them now in social media groups. And this tells you that people in this country have been able to uptake technology. They have appreciated technology very, very much. If you look at the government programs, they seem also to be moving in the same direction. As we talk today, we have the Last Mile project, whereby we are having connectivity to every single village in Kenya. Honorable Chair, today as we talk, you know that we have the backbone fiber cable that is headed to Turkana. We have backbone fiber cable that is being put in northeastern Marsabit. You go to Wajir, you go to Garissa, you go to Meru, you go to Nyeri, you even go to my village in Mukurweini. You will find that we have fiber cables that are being laid. That is a backbone fiber cable that is much bigger. Then you also have the last mile cables that are being either taken through trenches, or some of them are being taken through the Kenya Power posts. Honorable Chair, this tells you that we are making this country a fiber cable cobweb in a way. It's a web that is going to be in every village. And this means that every home, every public institution, every other village, every shopping center, every market is going to have access to fiber optic. It's going to have access to internet. Honorable Chair, it is then important that as a country, we be able to harness this resource that we have been able to take to the last mile. You're also aware, we also have a satellite internet that has now come to this country, and it is penetrating in the villages, even where the fiber cable will not have reached. That means that we then must be able to harness this infrastructure that has been put in our country. If you look at also what is happening with the young people, we have now the content creation. Every other young person with a smartphone is a content creator themselves. Many young people today are able to access the job market abroad. They are able to engage in gainful employment through their smartphones. And that is the reason why we could not have had a better time to have this bill than now, Honorable Chair. That we have someone sitting and thinking about a technopolis that is going now to help us to have the space, to have the opportunity, to have a platform to be able to bring about all these resources that we have. And of course, the most important resource in our country today as we talk is the young people. It is the knowledge that we have with our young generation. Honorable Chair, you know we have AI, artificial intelligence, that has now hit its peak at this point in time. And for that reason, a lot of people now are appreciating the role of AI in the technology in our country. You know very well that what we thought was something that was alien, something that would only be happening in foreign countries, is also happening in Kenya, the issue of use of robotics. We have hotels, even in this city, that are today using robots. I very recently watched a documentary of a hotel somewhere, I think in Kilimani or Lavington, which is using robots to serve the customers and the clients who are getting to that hotel. So, Honorable Speaker, I want to appreciate this bill and say that it has come at the right time and say that we need to support it. The only issue that I want to ask the chair to look at is to ensure that as we are transitioning from the Konza Technopolis to a technopolis that is going to be serving the whole country, or an authority that is going to be serving the whole country, we ensure that we also keep it lean, so that we do not also introduce much more bureaucracy. We also don't overburden the taxpayers, because you know we have a challenge in this country whereby every time we have an authority, we have a parastatal, we have a new body that is created through this parliament. And of course, that also means that we end up having a challenge of too many cost centers and so many agencies and sagas that we have to fund from the budget. And so for that reason, I want to request the chair to ensure that as we are looking at this authority, we make it lean and ensure that it doesn't add more burden to Kenyans than what we already have. And it's important that we look at what we already have in terms of Konza City. We use that infrastructure without having to make it more bulky and without having to make it more top heavy, to ensure that it is able to serve the Republic without having to look for more people and more costs that are going to add to this. Honorable Speaker, as I finish, I want to say that we must also appreciate the issue of regulation. In this era of technology, we are finding that our people are running too much on misinformation and disinformation. And so we must ensure that we are using the issue of, we are looking at the Kenya Computer Misuse and Cybercrime Act afresh to ensure that it is able to control and have more guided penalties on people who go against the set rules and regulations. This is going to help our people to run much more on proper information than misinformation and disinformation. For disinformation and misinformation can truly bring a country down, where people are given the wrong information and they take it to be true. Thank you, Honorable Speaker, for this opportunity. I submit.